Okay, this one sounds intimidating and the name does not help. Generalized Advantage Estimation, GAE, but it is really just a smart dial for trading off two kinds of error, and once you see the dial, it is genuinely simple. Remember the advantage from before. There are two ways to estimate it and they fight each other. Look just one step ahead and lean on your value guess. That is steady but a little biased because your guess could be off, or wait the whole episode for the real outcome. That is honest but super noisy. Neither one is great alone. So here is the move. Why pick? Blend them. Trust the near future a lot since it is close and reliable, and trust the far future less and less since it is murkier. It is like planning your week. Tomorrow you predict pretty well, next month you barely guess. GAE bakes that fading trust right in. The building block is one little surprise signal at each step, called the TD error. In words, it is the reward you actually got, plus your value guess for where you landed, minus your value guess for where you started. Basically, was this step better or worse than I expected? One small, honest correction per step. And the advantage is just a weighted sum of all those little surprises going forward, where each step out gets multiplied by a fading factor. The next surprise counts almost fully, the one after a bit less, and so on, shrinking smoothly into the distance. Add them all up and you have got your advantage estimate. And lambda is the dial that sets how fast that trust fades. Turn lambda to 0 and you only believe the very next step, low noise but biased. Turn it to 1 and you trust the whole future equally, which is just the noisy full episode version. So the two extremes you hated are the ends of one slider. And in practice people land around 0.95. Close to fully trusting the future, but with just enough fade to kill the worst of the noise. It is the comfy middle of that slider, and it is why GAE quietly powers basically every serious PPO run. And the classic mix-up. People blur lambda with the discount factor gamma. They are different jobs. Gamma is how much you care about future reward at all. Lambda is how much you trust your own value estimates versus the raw returns. Say that distinction out loud because plenty of candidates cannot. So the framing that gets you the offer. Call it an exponentially weighted average of n-step advantage estimates, and say lambda trades bias against variance. When you describe it as one knob between the one-step view and the full episode view, the interviewer knows you have actually tuned it. So go implement GAE and sweep lambda from 0 to 1. Watch the advantages go from biased and calm to honest and jumpy, and feel where the sweet spot sits. The free notebook is in the bio.